Hey guys, I haven't seen you in so long. I have missed you. Just kidding, but I have missed you. But I have seen some of you. It hasn't been very long. I'm just going to pour another couple of molds while everybody's hopping on because I want a couple more of these big, pretty flourishes that I have. So while everybody's hopping on, boy, I'm about to run out of resin. Woohoo! Okay, let me grab another cup. I'm probably for sure going to have to do two. Hey, Donna. Haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Oh, gosh. I'm probably keeping you up past your bedtime. It's not very late where you are, though. Isn't it 9 o'clock where you are? Or am I wrong? Phew, I'm making a mess. Can you comment, Donna? Yay. Not yet. Not yet what? Is it 9 o'clock where you are? Bedtime. I'm sorry. Is there a better time for you, or you just like watching the replay later? I have thought about going on at maybe 4 in the afternoon, but I think that's hard on some people. Hey, Emma Kay, 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock here too. Okay, 2 found me. It's getting warm. I'm going to just pour a couple more of these because I know I'm going to use them. Y'all, did y'all see the title of this? Eastern North Carolina. You're close to Raleigh. Am I right, Donna? Okay, let me get it in all these tiny little crevices. Who caught the title of this? Anybody catch the title of this page tonight? This live? Let me get one more so I can get it in that other one to match it. Yes. My first pumpkin this year. I thought it would not be right if I didn't do my first pumpkin this year with y'all. Without y'all. Not with y'all. I'm about to run out of resin. Lord, don't tell me I'm going to have to buy some resin. First pumpkin. Yes, and it's big. Now, it might not turn out, but it's in my head, so we'll see. It's big. All right, let me get all that good stuff out of there. Now, Carolyn, you're back. You filmed me a second time. Don't you love it? Carolyn used to get so frustrated and say, I can't find you. How come I can never find you? And then it's simple, isn't it, Carolyn? Hey, Nancy. I just need to make 2 more of these. I've already got 1 poured. Let's see. The cost of pumpkins has really gone up. Everything has. Everything. But guess what? I have some pumpkins left from last year. Not many. Just a few. Me too, Carolyn. Me too. I love pumpkins. Love like the fall plaid colors. I love the straw and all that. I love all the fall stuff. But I love pumpkins. To me, that is just a happy, comfortable, cozy time of year. It's not winter yet, but it's sweater weather sometimes. But it's not right now. It's summertime, but it's okay. If we don't get busy doing some pumpkins, it's going to be time for them, and then it's going to be too late. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Let me get this down in the cracks. And all you do literally is just kind of pop your stick up and down, and it'll just go right in those little cracks. Okay. We'll let that sit, and we can get started on our pumpkins. I already have those, but I'm going to use those. Hey, Margaret. I am going to use these tonight. These beautiful, beautiful ones. That's what I'm pouring now because I want to put them in my stash because I know I'm going to need them. And just as, I probably should try to do some clay. These may do clay pretty good. I don't know. 40% off of what? This? Oh, I didn't even go to Hobby Lobby. I looked at them at Hobby Lobby last week, and pumpkins. Been $25 for the large one. Oh, really enjoyed the fall floral arrangement you made last year. Already have my flowers. I don't remember that one. You're going to have to explain it more. I've got a couple of new ideas, though. Every now and then, I keep thinking, okay, I haven't done that. I haven't done that. I could do that. We're all good, Margaret. I'm putting this resin back. Boy, I am down to that much. Probably have enough to pour 2 more of those, and I probably will. Probably will, because I'll be using them. Let me set these little boogers over here to dry out and get hard so I don't ruin my cups. Clean this mess up just a little bit so I don't get resin on my pumpkin. Okay. The flower arrangement. I made several. Donna, was it flowers in a pumpkin? Was it a long thing? Was it on a tray? Because I made quite a few last year, and all different kinds. This is getting hard. I'm going to move it to the side so it can be out of the way. Try not to mess it up. Oh, good. Let me get cornstarch out of my way. Y'all, it's just going to take me a hot minute to get this stuff out of my way. This is pretty too. I can't decide what I want to do with that. Okay, again. Okay. Now, Let me move this back. I got to get the molds out of my way because I need this space over here on the side. Y'all see me throwing these, right? Just in that box. You can't hurt them. AGI. AGI. I don't know. Unless that's a typo. Okay. All right, let me get this mold out of my way. Now, I think since it's the first one, it should be huge. What do y'all think? And it's not going to be traditional orange pumpkin. It's going to be shabby chic pumpkin with shabby chic paper like I printed out the other day, and some ink and some molds and all kinds of stuff on here. Let me get rid of this. Now that's in my head. We'll see what happens. Start big. That's right. Why not? Okay. Okay, here's all of those papers that are printed out. Okay, I'm going to find some stuff. Let me move these leaves out of the way because they're just wire, and I'll be able to put them back. Let's see here. Put this mold over there. Oh, and I don't think I've told y'all, I don't know, but you can put your resin in a mold, and, oh, I see it hasn't got all of it. Okay, it'll still be all right. But you can put it in your mold like that and put it somewhere. Oh, did you, Donna? Oh, gosh, I've printed a bunch more off today. But I love these tissue paper ones. Let's see, I want to do, it really depends. I like the way this looks, and this is kind of half ruined, but I only need one side. I don't like that one. Some of these that look more like patchwork quilts. I'm not real crazy about those. I don't know why. I never have been real crazy about patchwork quilt. Here's some green. Let's see here. I don't like that one. I really love that one, but I need two. Did I have another one? Y'all, I'm just picking these out. I haven't done that yet. Oh, yes, I do. Look. Yay. All right, I can use that on some because I printed two. Okay, this one I can print two. I printed two, so I can use that one. Let's see. Put it up here by itself so I don't get them all mixed up and forget. Okay, this is my very favorite, so I've got to use that. So there's one. There's two. Let's see. Here's some pink. And some pink. That coordinates good. I might can coordinate those. Well, there's a tray. Let's see here. Oh, and I love the striped. Let's do the stripe. I printed some more of those off today. I haven't taken them off my card yet. This is pretty. Did I print two of those? I think I did. If I did, I can certainly do that. And I'll show you what I'm doing here in a minute. Let's see. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. That's a little darker. It does not matter. Okay. Let's put all these away. Okay, these are what I'm going to start with. I really love the way this looks, but I want it. See, I'll be able to use that. I'll be able to use that on there. Maybe this whole thing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this down. Okay, can y'all see this enough to see what I'm doing? I'll try and keep it in front of you while I'm doing it. This is just Mod Podge, and it doesn't need to be thick. Get a big brush. I'm going to use a sponge brush for this, I think, as long as it doesn't now, the edges of this is already dark, which is good. I like that. I might even add some more to it. And like I said, this is not the traditional pumpkin. See, let me put it right there so I don't waste any of it. Got my printer hooked up today. Okay, you already said that to me, didn't you? Okay. I want to get some of that off of there because I don't want to waste it. I'm going to use some of it at the top. Where is my pen? Water pen? There we go. I should have taken that off first. I need to slow down. There. Donna, you were going to bed. Did you change your mind? This is it kind of makes some watermarks. Why the water does and the Mod Podge don't, I don't know. But it's okay. I don't mind the watermarks. It just looks really old to me, like that. So, can y'all even see what I'm doing? You cannot see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let me turn this around because when something's closer to you, you can't see it as good. Let me turn this around and you'll probably be able to see it better. Yes, you will. It's a little further away, but you can see it. There we go. Okay, let me get another sheet. See what the water did to it? But that was a baby wipe. Hey, Jill. Welcome back. Let me get this off. We're good, Jill. I hope you are. Y'all continue to pray for Bonnie. She's got Keith home, but it's going to be a long road, I think. Okay, let me get my scissors and go in that crack right there. Got the napkins on the cans, but I don't like the wrinkles. Oh, do you not? There's no way that you could redo it and iron it, or maybe try ironing it now, Nancy. Sometimes you can iron it later. You can get by with that. It just depends how bad they are. This is so dainty, but that's why I love it, I think. Okay, let me add, let's see, I need to add something to the top of that. It can be greenish, brownish. What can it be? That would work good. I believe it will. To iron it, Nancy? Good. Try that and just see what happens. I think it might work. You can use a paintbrush, y'all know that, right? If you're doing this, you don't have to use a water pen. My paint water over there is pretty dirty right now because I haven't cleaned it, hadn't been into the sink. Okay, I like that pretty good. And then I'm going to put some molds across the top part of it and do them like cream, or probably not cream. Oh goodness, cashew. Okay, I'm just kind of bonding this brown color with that brown color. And just let it blend. It's got a stripe, but it's kind of pretty. It's green. What's not to love? Are you using a tissue paper? Yes, I love this stuff. I've got to go back in a little bit and sand all these edges or something. So, okay, I got that much done so far. Now, This is very pastel. That's the same as over here, though. I don't want to do that again. Let's see, I have 2 more boards. Okay, this is my favorite of all of them, is this one. I love it. I could put that on everything in my house, and I'd be a happy girl. And I have to be careful, because I will if I'm not careful. Okay, let me... I can get that across the bottom. And I am in, you know, ink for this stuff costs quite a bit, right? But I am in this ink club. So when you get a printer, I think, Donna, you got like free ink for 6 months or something. But you can still join it, not have free for 6 months. But the thing is, when you get your cartridge, you have a lot more ink than when you buy it at the store. I have printed all of these and then some, and I still have over half of my ink tank is full. Okay, let me cut this a little bit here. Save that piece. It's funny, I had this last year, and I just kept thinking, I don't know what to do to it, I don't know what to do to it, and I'd look at something and think, maybe, no. And then it's funny, I was trying to clean up in here today, and I thought, oh gosh, I know what I'm going to do to it. Exactly what I'm going to do to it. Let me turn that around. Okay, where's my other piece? Here it is. Can you copy a napkin onto the tissue paper? Copy a napkin. Copy a napkin. I'm lost. If it has to be a download for you to print it on this. Now, if, oh, I need to line that up. Okay. So, if you can make, you know, make it a download, you can do it. Now, there's probably other ways. I just don't know what they are yet. And I frayed this. I don't want it, I don't want straight lines. So, let's see, I need to line that line up so it'll look like a plank. Yes. So this will look like the floor I wish I had for 4 months and like around $4 a month for 50 pages. That's what mine is. Mine's like $3.99 or something like that a month after my 6 months is up. And my 6 months just started actually today because well, it hasn't started yet because I haven't put my new ink in yet. When they know that I put my new ink that I got today in, that's when it'll start. And then I get free for 6 months. So that is a good deal. Okay, I've got a lot of drying and sanding to do. Okay, I'll get one more on that side. Let me see. Wrong color. Oh, here's some stripe with pink flowers. That's probably perfect right there. Okay, that's a shiny side up. Not done that before. Let's see what happens. You should be, if you can scan a napkin, of course, yes you can. My printer, I think it does all that. I don't know. I have not fooled with my printer enough. And to me, it seems like a lot of work, but you probably could do that. I know on the Cricut, I can go and find anything on the Cricut. Like I could find a napkin, you know, a picture of a napkin on the Cricut. And I could go and I could save that, and I could actually make a SVG out of it to a cut file, a Cricut cut file. Okay, I need a little bit more stripe. Let's see if I have enough. If not, I'll go find me another. Oh, yes, I have enough. I have to go find me another piece of paper, but this is going to work. I won't have to waste it. I like it that way, but I don't think it'll fit. I don't like the way that looks, and I'm just going to use another piece, and I don't care. I can print it again. Let me find a stripe, y'all. Here it is. Here's one. Okay, I want to blend that flower. I want to blend it this way because I want to use it. Oh yes, I'm not wasting those flowers, okay. I just need to take a little bit of that off if I can. This is definitely going to be a shabby chic pumpkin, y'all. Okay, let's see. If I can get that leaf out of the way, I'm going to blend that right to there. Make those stripes line up. I think I can. Yes, I can. All right. Okay, Let me dry this and sand it. Then I gotta put decoupage on top of it. Well, it's a hot mess, but what do y'all think so far? I mean, it's gonna be a little different than that, not a whole lot. You like it, Jerry? I love it too. Now, I've had this in my head all day. I thought, okay, I don't even know how these papers are going to blend. I don't know if it's going to look like I pieced them or they blend or whatever, but I think it's going to be fine. You like the flowers on it? I do too, and it's really going to be pretty when I get the molds on it. I can't wait. The molds are going to go across the top up here. And they're going to be, just, you know, they're going to have dark wax in them. And I think I'm going to put quite a bit of dark wax on this too. I want it to look really old, like an old barn floor that's been hand painted. That's what I want it to look like. You like it just like this? Well, Donna, there's work to do. Donna, look at it up close. You don't like it like that. Oh, no, I love these papers though, y'all. Gosh, I love these papers. And Margaret, I looked at my things today to send you like who they are, who the creator is, and I forgot the name of it, but I will. But I bought a couple more from that friend of yours, the Shabby Doodah, whatever. I bought a couple more from her today too. She does pretty work and reasonable stuff. Reasonable. And Donna downloads. Some of these downloads are $1.50, $1.35. I think the most I've ever paid for a download is like $14. No, I wouldn't pay that, so I didn't. And they sent me something later and said, if you're still interested, we have a deal for you. And something like $6 or something, it had 100. And so, I mean, it would have been well worth it if I'd have just paid 14, but okay. This is sticky right here. Let me go ahead and let that be dry while I sand. You know this is going to be loud, y'all, because I got to sand this stuff off. There's some ladies at church, y'all don't think this is morbid, but there's some ladies at church that they've decided how they want their casket when they die. One lady wants it to be covered in glitter. So me and another girl are going to sneak wherever that casket is, and we're going to spray it with adhesive, and we're going to put glitter all over her casket. And there's another girl who wants nothing but purple roses. And so she said, if they don't bring me purple roses, y'all go get purple roses. And we're like, okay, I'm going to tell them I want mine to look like this. But I don't know who's going to do it. Now, I always say don't go back and forth like this, but I don't have any choice in this matter. So let's hope I don't rip this up. So far, so good. I know these papers are beautiful. And if I'm not mistaken, this one only was like, I want to say like $1.35. I could be wrong. I'll look again tomorrow. But it was something like Pages of Roses or something like that. I don't remember. I was going to remember and I forgot already. But I'll send you a screenshot. And I think this is two different ones. This is not all one, I don't think. I think this is two different. This and this is two different things. I just love how they all coordinate so good. Let me get this gourd thing out of the way. Let's see, I need to put some more Mod Podge in that crack there somewhere. Good night, Donna. You'll get to see the finished product. Just watch the replay later. And Donna, when you get your printer and get your ink set up and all that stuff, if you have if you need any help, like with doing digital downloads or setting that up or whatever, if you'll let me know, I'll be glad to help you. Oh, I'm kind of ripping that, but it's okay. It didn't rip too far. So let me turn it around and get some more on this side. Look how it's looking, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I don't think Terry came back, did she? Did she? Terry, are you in here? The dogs and I already crawled into bed. Only 8:45 here. Okay, it's 10:45 here. Good for you. You're probably still tired from all that. Probably it'll be a while before you just feel like yourself again. This is kind of hard in these little cracks. Let me get my little tiny emery boards. I'm loving it, Jill. I am loving it so far. I know I kept looking at this pumpkin and I just could not. Nothing, just, I kept thinking I would just maybe stencil something lacy on it. Oh, well, you know they are cheap, so. But I'm glad I didn't. I'm almost through with this part, y'all. I know you'll be glad. It's even kind of rugged down there, which I like. It's getting there. Now, the ideal thing would have been to cut it exactly, you know, like the boards, but then you get one off a little bit and you've messed it up. So this is probably the best way in the long run. Make sure I don't pull something too hard. Just keep pulling. Ew. That Mod Podge almost gets rubbery. Good thing you like to sand edges. You're right, Nancy. I do like to sand the edges, but you know, this is, oh, this is folding back. I got to fold this back and get these leaves out of my way. Now, I really do like to do this part. I go out there with a pumpkin with flowers on it. My husband's going to think I lost my marbles. Probably not. Emma, are you going to bed too? You get some rest, girl. Thanks for coming on, though. What little bit? Well, you've been on a while, though. You just take care of yourself. Well, it's 0 for 2. It's a good thing I got a drawer full of these things. Okay, I got Mod Podge all over me over here. Oh, y'all try not to get Mod Podge on your clothes. It don't like to come out. Just so you know, it don't like to come out. Okay, let me look through the cracks and see if I got any. I am in love, y'all. I got it out of the cracks. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that pretty? I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I think I'm going to make that look like a board and put some, like, you know, boards have, what? Well, they have nails. They have screws in the floor, like dots, you know, on the, I'm just covering this really good with Mod Podge. Then it'll be washable and stay together. And this I'm using is gloss, the Mod Podge Glossy. It's only because I have it. It doesn't matter what kind you use on this paper. And this is wrinkling the paper a little bit, so it should lay back down. I need a little bit more. We have an appointment in a couple weeks to get an estimate to fix the damage to this. Replace the Did you have damage in the storm the other day? Is that what happened? I guess, do I remember? Did this happen when you guys were gone on vacation or something? Now I'm putting quite a bit of Mod Podge on this. It's pretty thick. Well, that's all that matters, Jill. That is all that matters. Anything else can be replaced. That is done, and it's full of Mod Podge. So let me get it dry, and then we'll put some molds at the top of this thing. And oh, that's right. I thought you were talking about your house. Yeah, that's scary. It's a good thing you guys are okay, because I tell you, we've seen some horrible stuff on the side of the road with tires blowing out. My husband was an EMT, and so he always carried this big bag full of stuff. And every time something like that happened, we'd pull off the side of the road, he'd get to work, you know, and we've seen some bad stuff. This is laying back down. When I'm heating this up, well, that side did. Let's see if this one does. It almost looks like it doesn't have Mod Podge under it, but I guess it does. Let's see if it'll lay back down. And one thing about this tissue paper versus napkins, there's not hardly any wrinkles in this. And you see, I wasn't careful, and I just took my hands and smoothed it out. I've got some thick bunch of Mod Podge in a few places. Let me get that smoothed out. And if y'all can remember, this was painted white. All the edges were already dark. And so I didn't do anything to this pumpkin. I didn't do anything to it. All these edges were already dark, and that is showing through the paper. So I thought, that's going to be perfect. And it did what I thought it was going to do. I still might add a little bit more dark wax or something, but I especially love this right here. I don't know what it is about this. This right here is just beautiful. Look at that piece. Isn't that pretty? Okay, it's pretty dry. Okay, molds. And I think the stems need to be, I don't know what, but probably need to paint them green. Probably need to paint these leaves green. Right now, I just need them to be out of my way. Thank you, Carolyn. I love it. I am in love with this thing. Okay. Good. This was going to go there. And this one's going to go there. For sure. Now, I have a third. Let's see if I want that to be part of the pumpkin. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe so. Let me see what else I might find to put just right in the center up there somewhere. I don't really want it to be a flower. I might end up being a flower, but I don't think I want it to be a flower. But it needs to be something pretty, you know. I don't want it to be round. I'll know it when I see it, right? Oh, maybe this. Nope. Nope. I think it's going to need to be part of one, not a whole one. A piece of one. That's probably it. Even though it's a flower, and I said no, probably not. I think it probably is. I love this pumpkin too. I do too. I'm happy so far. Okay, so I would need to bring this down and this down. And that like that. I cannot decide. I cannot decide if that needs to come off of there. Let me see. No, it needs to be on it. Okay. Y'all. Okay. Oh, I love the shape of it. Oblong, not round. Yes, me too. This came from Hobby Lobby. And it was, I think it was on sale, but I still think I paid either like $20 or $30 for it. I don't remember. But, I mean, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a whole lot for what it is. And I would definitely buy another one for this. Okay. What do y'all think about this? I can't... Can you see? It's going to be put together a little closer than that, but what do you think? Here's the other thing. I thought, okay, if it was hanging off a little bit, maybe kind of above it. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to paint these. Then I probably will know. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and paint them. I'm going to set that down there. And I'm probably going to have to do some touches after I get them on. But I think if I go ahead and do this, then I'll know when I lay them back up there. That's probably what I need to do. Molds on there. I just can't decide if I want them like all the way up to the top edge and showing above the edge a little bit, or if I just want to put them down on it. I think after I get them painted, I'll know. And I would not have put this flower on there, but there are flowers on there, and it is the right shape. So after I get this done, I don't think it'll matter anyway. Let's see, I was using some paint, the same paint, put it in here. I can finish using this and add to it. Okay. Let's see, shape a bit of long around. Are you going to paint those? Okay, I've already read all that, y'all. Okay, that brush is not going to work. I need a round brush. Like a furniture round brush. Let me see. I know I have some. Let me just keep looking. It's here somewhere. No, I don't see that. Let me try this one. I'm looking for a French tip brush to get in these correct. This one works good. This is fine. And this is not ivory and it's not white. It's not tan. It's kind of a vanilla when it dries. More of a goldish cream. Good night, Carolyn. I'm going to get paint on these, and then I'm going to put some dark wax and wipe it back. You don't have to be careful with this, just get it on there. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be careful at all. Just, the brush has to be soft enough to get in all these little crevices. Because the last thing you want to do is get it all done and then there peeks out a white spot. You can touch it up if it does, but you want to try not to do that because it's going to be on the project then. Look at all the details just with that color on it. I love this color. Did you mix the paint? No, it's just cashew. Is it cashew? Yes, it's cashew. I just had a little bit of cashew in here today because I was painting a couple of flower pots in a tray to go in my bathroom to match that box I did the other day. And my medicine bottles fit perfect in that box. I don't take a lot of stuff, so it doesn't take a big box, but I have to take thyroid and cholesterol and arthritis and, you know, all that, all the good stuff. Okay, I think I've got all the little white areas done. Ugh. Even though there's some leaves on this, I don't know that I'm gonna make them green at all. We'll see. I could cut them off, but I kind of like the shape of it with them on there. I have some metal teapot. I love cashew. I've done most of my daughter's furniture in her den is cashew. She just doesn't like white. Now one thing I painted plaster and she liked it. So, and sandstone's another color she's used a lot of. And do I have sandstone? I think I do have some more. Yes, I do have sandstone. And I love it. I'm thinking about painting my headboard this color. This is a pretty khaki, kind of a deep khaki color. And it's by Waverly too. But cashew's a good all round. I mean, and when you do a piece of furniture cashew, it almost looks white. I mean, when you walk in a room, you'd be like, she has white furniture. It's really not white though. And it looks darker right here, but it won't be when it dries. And it might need to be whiter on this over here, this thing. This pumpkin, I don't know. Okay, well, I still have a lot of it left. So let me put it back in the plastic bag I had it in. So I don't waste it. I can finish it tomorrow. Baby wipe. So when you painted it white and then cashew, did you paint it white and then cashew on top and let some of the white show, Jerry? Did you kind of blend it? I tell you what's really pretty. Depends on the furniture though. It almost needs to be more mid-century modern square lines, but use a whisk broom. Like put a color on it, dry it, put another color on top, say the white and then the cashew or the sandstone, and then take a whisk broom and lightly go across it. The same really is pretty. It's real texture looking. Man, this stuff ain't coming off. It'll come off with soap later. Snow White was the primer. Okay. This is drying so fast, and it looks so pretty when it's dry. Y'all think I need to paint those metal leaves green and the stem and all that? It probably should be green against all those green and pink colors, don't you think? The stem, I kind of like it because it's really old looking, but they're going to start our roof tomorrow. My dogs would be crazy. They will bark half the day, I'm sure. I may just have to leave and leave them barking, but then they might be scared, so. Yeah, show us a picture, Jerry. Post it. You guys post some pictures of stuff you do. And sometimes, even if you try something, whether, you know, if I inspire you to do something, you try it and it doesn't turn out, post it and say, look at this, it's horrible. It didn't turn out. Why didn't this turn out? And so we all learn from that too. Probably should bring some green out. Oh, my eyes are so blurry again. I just had new glasses not long ago. I'm like, don't tell me this. I've got to get all the cracks good and dry in there because that's where the dark wax stays. And if I don't get it dry down in there, then it'll pull it out and it'll just make it muddy. So, taking it slow. Okay, these are kind of glued to the napkin. Of course they are. It's paint on the napkin, and they're flexible again. See there? Look. But they're going to cool off. It's okay. Just got to get it off there we go. Had some paint stuck to it. Okay. All right. Let me get my dark wax out. There's my good stuff. Do you use eye drops? No. I should. I have some. I should. It's probably allergies or something. I don't know. Normally I do not have allergies. This brush is a little stiff, but it'll probably soften up here in just a minute. It's what I always use, so I'm just going to do it. Now, when I put some stuff the other day on that box I did with this tissue paper, I did it white and wiped it back with the dark wax. And it showed up really good. Now, I don't know if this will blend too much. We'll see. If it does, I'll just go over it, the top of it. Well, when we get there, we'll talk about it. I'll show you how to brighten it up. Do you use, oh, eye drops. Y'all, I look up and I start reading the same thing I just read. Sorry. And when you use this dark wax, you have to get it down in there. You can't just let it float on top unless that's the look you're going for, because when you go back and wipe it off, then you're going to wipe it all away because there's nothing down in the cracks and all the little crevices. So that's got to go down in there. And if I were doing clay right now, I would be more careful than this because I would really be messing up that clay. And it's always so much fun to wipe these back. Okay. I think this is my last jar. I've got to get some more of this stuff. Can't we get it maybe right? All right, y'all. Here's the magic. Gosh, so pretty. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Everybody sleep? Nancy says she falls asleep and one video after the other just plays and plays and plays. I'm like, it's okay. Facebook's like, wow, they want to watch her all night long. It's so funny. Gotta find a clean spot. Not hardly. You're still with us, Nancy. Margaret might be asleep. She's probably still not feeling so great. Okay. Busy eating popcorn. Are you really, Nancy? I'd like to have some popcorn, actually. I haven't had popcorn in a while. I usually think about ice cream, but then it gets late and I'm like, nah. But I could probably go upstairs and do popcorn in a little while. Okay. I'm going to brighten these up just a little bit with some white. So I'm going to show you. I don't want to use white. I'm going to use plaster. Plaster's kind of a warm white. Well, I should say cool white. Ivory would be a warm white. And there's going to be enough in this lid. It doesn't take much. And I need a flat brush. So any kind of flat brush. It doesn't matter. If this one's pretty flat, it'll work. So I just get a lot of it off. And I just go over it straight across the top. It's still going to be cashew, but it's going to brighten it up some. And I'm just hitting the high spots. I'm not painting it. I'm just hitting over the high spots. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I think you should be able to. Okay. Now let me show you close up what I did. Get that in some water. See, it is cashew, but you can see the top. See, it's 3 colors. You've got the cashew underneath, and then you've got the dark wax, and then you've got the white on top, which brightens it up. It's still cashew. It's still subtle. It's not bright white. See? All the details. It's pretty crazy. Okay. I am going to let that dry really good right here. And I'm going to paint these leaves darkish green. And then I'm going to glue these molds on. That is nice and glossy, it's shiny. I think I want some more dark wax on this. I'm going to use what is on this brush and go in these cracks a little bit. It's not going to be much, just a little bit. See, here's a water spot. See that water spot? I like that water spot. I know it's nuts, but I do. I like it. See it? The water before the baby wipe. And this is where I pieced it together. Right here. And see, it kind of ran a little bit. I kind of like the way it looks, though. Can you guys see that? Where I pieced it together and it kind of ran together. So, I think that is the vintage look I like. Let me get some dark green. Okay. How's her? Thank you, Carolyn. Okay, let me find a good brush for that. Here's a good one. That dark is going to show through that green, but I like that showing through. Did y'all see the post that I made of those Corel, the older plates? I had some interesting comments. One girl said, "No, ma'am." I love it. They were my grandmother's, and I've been adding to them for a long time, and I put them up, and I went and bought some Pioneer Woman, Melamine, whatever, and I liked them okay, and then one day I'm like, I really miss my grandmother's plates. Well, the reason I put them up is because I kept having people, you know, if I'd cook something or take it to church, they'd be like, these things were discontinued and they ask you not to use them because they have lead in them and whatever. I thought, well, I don't know. I don't know where you heard that and whatever. So I thought, before I believe it, I'm going to do some research. So I called Corel Company myself and I said, is there something wrong with these plates? Is there lead in it? And they said, no, it's been tested. There's nothing wrong with those plates. You feel free to keep using those plates as long as you want to. There's nothing wrong with those plates. And I'm like, okay, thank you. So I started collecting them again. So between, well, eBay. I bought quite a few on eBay lately. But I love my Corel, my granny plates. I'm just getting some green on this metal. And it's not going to cover it all up, but it'll be enough, I think. And then we'll get the molds on there. The fun stuff. Yes, much better. And there, I left the center. You can see in a minute how that looks. I know. That's crazy, Jerry. I thought, you know, how do they know? Where did they get their information? I'm going to go straight to the horse. You know, hear it from the horse's mouth, whatever. So I called them. I called them. See, I left the brown in the middle there. So it's green, but it's still got some of that brown. So I'm happy with that. All right. Let's get the molds on. Now, let me put them up here and see what I think. That's going to be a hard decision to make. Kind of like it like that. Okay, this is the other half. I kind of like it like that. It's up, but it's on. Okay. Let me get these glued down before I forget how they are. Anyway, my oldest daughter's like, Mom, why do you want to use those plates? They're ugly. And I said, well, you don't have to use them. You don't have to like them. I don't care. And so then my little daughter, which is kind of crazy, you know, she says, Mom, I love those plates. So I said, well, if I die before you, I'll have your name on those plates. And you'll get to use them. She's like, yay. That's funny how my youngest daughter likes the stuff like that. And not the oldest one. Me too, Nancy. Well, for a while, and then I stopped, like I said, but then I started, I've been going to some auctions and getting some different stuff on eBay. I love them. So I'm like, I'm getting rid of all the other dishes in my cabinet eventually. And that's what I'm going to use. If my kids don't like it, they don't have to eat here. They can eat somewhere else. Okay, let me get this one over the same. It's not quite the same, but it doesn't really need to be. Doesn't have to be. Okay. Let's see the bottom half. You know why I love them, Nancy? Because you can get a bunch of them dishes in your cabinet and it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. But I felt sorry for a lady. I bought 2 of the dinner plate size, you know, the 10½ or 3/4 or whatever it is, dinner plates, and I got them yesterday. One of them was shattered in the box. Bless her heart. Okay. I think I need one more to the side a little bit. Not 2. Yes, right there. And it fits right in that point. I'm just pulling it to the edges with this thing. Let me stick it right in that point right there. It'll look like it belongs there. Awesome. Got to get some glue out. They travel well too. Unless they're coming from Georgia, they don't. Those cracked. It shattered. I opened the box, and before I even got it unwrapped, I heard all these pieces. And I thought, oh no, my baby daughter was here. Chelsea was here. It was actually her birthday. And she said, Mom, I think it's broke. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's sure enough. But she must not have had it packed well, or they threw it in probably at the post office. Who knows? But anyway, she gave me a refund. I felt bad. I said, how about let's just split it? I got one good plate out of it. Okay, y'all. What else does this thing need? Let me put that in some water and get this glue off my hands, and I'll show you. Show you. Oh, here's wipe over here. I've been collecting them for years. Let's see. I keep the kids. Oh, goodness. So your kids like them too. I don't like all the Corral. I'm collecting that gold butterfly like my grandmother had. Now, my daddy has the blue. He's got the blue in his kitchen, but my sister won't see it. So she's eventually taking a little of this and a little of that home. So she's going to end up with blue, and I'm going to end up with yellow. So, okay, let me... Okay. What do you think? Full of molds. First pumpkin of the year, y'all. I told you I saved the best for y'all. Husband's job made us move a lot and easy to pack. Yeah. You know, I am in love with this. Isn't that pretty? See the molds? I like the color they are on this too. I like the color. I'm just wondering if this even, I don't know where these things need to be. They look like hands up here. I don't know, whatever. Okay, y'all, it's done. Done. So when you're in Hobby Lobby and you want to do this, and you can put your napkins on this. You can buy a pack of napkins and do this whole thing with napkins. And you don't have to use this, you know, you don't have to use the same pattern either. This is let's see, this is one, this is two different ones, and this is tissue, of course, but same as napkin. You might be right, Trish. I'll auction this off last. How about that? I'll auction this off last. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to put, do I need to even put anything on those molds? Probably not. Anyway, I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, I can't think of anything else that it needs. Can y'all? You're right. Well, maybe if they have these on sale again, I can do a couple more, but I'll do them different than this. But these molds are perfect. Perfect for this pumpkin. Absolutely perfect. So, I am totally pleased with it. I'm glad y'all love it. Well, ladies, 5 of you stay. The rest can see it tomorrow. But I'm glad it turned out. This is exactly what was in my head. You know, sometimes we have things in our head, and when you put them together, you're like, that is not what I really had in my head, kind of. But this is. This is exactly. Now, see, I want a floor that looks like this. I want a wood floor that looks just like this. And my husband's got, why would you want to do that? I'm like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't get tired of that, would you? I would love it. Right now, if I had a wood floor somewhere, a porch, a deck, I would do it in a heartbeat. Flowers in the middle. This right here, or the molds. This is the one you love. This belongs to... I can't tell where I started and stopped, honestly. This belongs right here. It stops right here. This belongs to this. This was like a garden door on something, and I painted it. And then this right here started here and is at the top on this one. And this is a green stripe. Oh, this one. This one. That is, I forgot the name of that mold. I don't know. Something garden, I think. Anyway. All right, ladies. It is officially fall. Kinda. It's heading to fall. But that is my interpretation of Christmas in July. How about that? I just can't do it. So, I can't wait for Christmas, and I can't wait to do Christmas stuff, but I'm not doing it right now. So, okay, you guys sleep well. I hope everybody feels even better tomorrow than they did today. It is 20 till 12, so I'm going to clean some of this mess up, and I'll try to see y'all tomorrow. Can't promise. Okay, good night, ladies.